that's all for all the participants for the English telling story. And while we are waiting for the result, okay, can we invite all of you to the second floor to have a light refreshment?
Especially starting off. No.
She just has that present.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hall again. Before we announce the result, let us welcome our organizing chairman and also the chairman to our youth divisions, Mr. Lim Gazai, to deliver thank you speech. 现在我们邀请青年团的团长以及今天的筹委会主席林家才中长来致谢词。
跟教育集团团队、雪隆林氏宗祠董事、青年兼妇女组成员、各位老师、家长、同学们，大家早上好！非常感谢各位出席，也感谢老师、家长给支持、训练和指导同学，也感谢参加同学们的认真学习和训练，感谢艾利根教育集团赞助礼券，并且担任裁判团。必胜天然矿泉水赞助饮料。更感谢本宗祠青年团和兼妇女组董事赞助经费和出钱出力。同学们，明年的比赛方式会有所小调整。明年的得分前3名将进入继续演讲，总共4分钟，并且给30分钟的准备工作。决赛后才决定冠亚季军的成绩。本宗祠希望老师和家长们鼓励更多的学生到来参加吉隆坡华小英语讲故事比赛。如果吉隆坡华小不珍惜的话，本宗祠将会开放给雪兰莪华小报名参加。最后，祝大家身体健康，生活愉快，谢谢。
Can we invite John? You can present the views of the competitions on behalf of the judges. John.
Oh, my voice is so bad. I'm sorry. I've got to tell you, this is probably one of the most difficult things I have to do, year after year after year after year. I've been here several times. Is to choose the best students out of so many who are so good. I know that all of you put as much effort as you could into this, and we really had a long and difficult time trying to decide who's to get the top prizes. Storytelling takes many forms, and you guys have shown us several different forms. You've given us stories that are historic, and some stories that tell a moral, and some stories that are, well, old stories rewritten, and some of them are just created from your own head. And they all have a purpose. But I thought, at this time, because next year, we're going to have a new category called impromptu stories. And that's stories that you make up right off the top of your head and come up and tell them. So I thought this time, and maybe for the first time, as a judge, I would give you a story. It takes about 1 minute, and you can decide if it's good or bad. You can judge me, and you can judge my story. And this story was told to me by my boss when I was about 14 years old. And I was working in a sundry shop, trying to save money for university. So he wanted to show me the importance of making money. And that was a way to get me to work harder, I think, so I could make money for his shop. So it goes like this, and it's called a story poem. And I hope it makes some sense to you. There was a man who came around to see where he could dine in town. He came upon a stylish place, and he entered in with modest grace. He took his purse from pocket hence, and found he had but 15 cents, 1.5. He scanned the menu through and through to see what 15 cents would do. The only thing would do it all. Right here. 1 fish ball. He called the waiter down the hall and softly whispered, 1 fish ball. The waiter bellowed down the hall, this gentleman here wants 1 fish ball. The wretched man felt ill at ease and softly whispered, rice, sir, if you please. The waiter bellowed down the hall, you get no rice with 1 fish ball. There is a moral to it all, and here's where the money thing comes in. You get no rice with 1 fish ball. So, storytelling has a lot of value. It actually tells what your life is. And if you tell your story well, if you build your story well, somebody will always listen. So I want to thank you for having me here today, to Lynn Klansman, Erican, and all you folks, to let me judge you. And don't shoot me. I really tried hard.